Hi, you guys. I am Christy Jex. I am a Senior Gold Ambassador with Plexus, and I am excited to share a concept with you that I've been thinking about a lot lately. First of all, I am a symbol kind of person. I think in symbols, I think in pictures. It helps me to visualize things. I'm very visual. So, when you're talking about what it takes to be successful with Plexus, I have a long way to go. I have a lot to learn. I'm definitely not there yet, but this is something I've been thinking a lot about. And so I am visual, so I drew a little picture so that I can kind of explain what I've been thinking about. So here it is. So this is the wheel. Can you see that? So these jagged edges here, just picture like a big Jeep that's got those big hardy tires on it that can climb over rocks and that can be uneven and still be stable. That's kind of what I was trying to draw here with my pathetic little drawing. But when you look in the middle, you'll see the very core, the very center of all of this is you. So for me, this was when I decided to do Plexus. I prayed my heart out for a whole weekend to make sure that this was what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't really want to share Plexus, to be honest. I loved the products. They changed my life, but I was not excited about starting network marketing. I was not excited about sharing the products. That wasn't something that I wanted to do. So I prayed for a whole weekend to know for sure if that was God's plan for me, and it was. So I've never turned back since then. And I've been sharing for about 9 months. Sorry. I've been on the products 9 months. I've been sharing for about 6 months. And so this is the very core of everything. All your activity comes from this. This is your why. This is your passion. This is your answer. This is your foundation for why you're doing Plexus. And that has to be strong and it has to be solid. So if you have not gotten that yet, that is where you start. Because everything else, this is basically like the cornerstone of this whole wheel. Without that, the whole thing would implode. It wouldn't hold up. So that's the very most important part of this whole wheel. And then as you can see, there's 4 that are the strongest, most weight-bearing parts of this wheel. So we have right here, that's IPA. See that in big black letters? Income producing activity. We have new people we're reaching out to, and then follow-ups. This is a huge part of this wheel and of things being strong and moving forward. That's a huge part of it. Over here we have personal growth. So there will be personal growth involved. And just always continuing to learn and better yourself and being a student. That's as far as the products go and as far as just learning how to be a better person and dealing with people and leading people. This top one is your Facebook posts. So being consistent with your Facebook posts is a really big part of your success with your Plexus business. And then down here is pouring into others. And that's a huge part of this too. It's not about you in Plexus. And especially when you're helping people get well and you're helping people build a business, this is important. Focusing on helping other people reach their goals is really how you're going to get to where you want to go. And then as you can see, these outside pieces right here are just things that you're going to have to do in order to be successful. So you're going to have to be consistent. So consistency is up here. Outward focus, passion, living in the moment in every area of your life. When you're a mom, you're a mom. When you're doing your Plexus stuff, you're doing your Plexus stuff. When you're a wife, you're a wife. When you're on a date, you're on a date. When you're with your family, you're with your family. So just living in the moment for me is a big part of being successful. Self-motivation, having patience, charity, lighten up, learn to laugh at yourself, learn to have fun. Nobody wants to be along for a ride when it's just pure drudgery, right? Commitment, so not doing this for 2 months and then deciding, it didn't go how I want. That's all I'm going to do. So these things are going to be really important as your wheel is turning, okay? So then these other things, these are the most strong spokes in the wheel, and then all these other spokes, as you can see, you can make up your own. This is just my random thoughts. I did not think this through from start to end. This is just a random kind of collection of my thoughts, but some of the things that might be in between here, on Facebook, not only posting about Plexus, but posting about your life and making sure that you're being genuine and you are sharing your passion for life too, not just your passion about Plexus. Also your personal branding, making sure that you're paying attention to how you are coming off to your audience, making sure that you're being consistent. Prayer is a huge thing for me. I start every single day with prayer and coming closer to my Heavenly Father, reading my scriptures, doing those things, getting myself centered. And that's also a part of this, making sure that I'm taking care of myself and that I'm centered and I'm in alignment with my Heavenly Father. So that's part of this as well. So if having a Facebook team page, planning, having Zoom calls, three-way chats, sending out samples, having sip and sees, doing incentives, working on retention, connecting with more people, maybe making more friends, adding to your Facebook friends, doing leadership work. So we're reading some leadership books and things like that. Working on your organization with your follow-up and your customers and all of that. Positive affirmations. I'm huge on that. Building belief. And then sometimes you need a rest and need a break. I always say, you know what? There's days when I quit Plexus. I'm never going to quit, but some days I quit. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to put my phone down on the ground so I can't even hear it vibrate. I am going to go to bed and I'm done. And then guess what? I get up in the next morning and I'm like, all right, let's do this. So you can quit. You can have breaks. Sometimes that's the answer. Sometimes that's what you need. So just picture this as a wheel. You've got to keep turning the wheel. Keep turning, even if it's just this tiny little bit. You do one sip and see. Okay, that's awesome. It puts you forward that much. And then you do a couple three-way chats. Awesome. It puts you forward that much. Then you do your IPA. That's a big one. Awesome. Just always keep moving. Keep rolling. Keep going. And then the secret. I have a secret for you guys. This is the one and only secret that's going to help you be successful with Plexus in terms of this little wheel right here. Don't try to make your own wheel. Of course, you're going to put your own little flair on it. But these 4 things, these are pretty common for people that are successful with Plexus and life really in general. This is the secret. Keep rolling, okay? You're moving forward and making progress as long as you keep rolling. Even if it's just this tiny little bit. Even if you just did a Zoom call, that's still moving you forward. You're still shifting forward, right? Are there going to be obstacles, big boulders in the way that you have to go and roll up over? Absolutely. That's part of the journey. Expect it. Don't be alarmed, but don't be jarred by it. That's part of the journey. But the point is just keep rolling. There's a song that I love that I claim to not know because it's got some naughty words, but I listen to the edited version that goes, keep rolling, 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 rolling. Come on. Okay. Now that is what we want to do. This is our Plexus wheel and we just want to keep on rolling. Don't stop. Even if it's a teeny bit, just keep rolling, keep moving forward. Sometimes you're going to be moving slow, but you're still rolling and that's all you need to do. Sometimes you're going to be going, woohoo, you're rolling so fast. Things are happening so fast. Things are going really well. But the bottom line is just keep rolling. That's all you got to do. It'll work if you just keep rolling. Love you all. Mwah. Goodbye.